Greetings, my name is Slight, and welcome to a build review on Dooley. We are on day 12, and we're about to fight for our 10-win victory. The point of this video is to talk about how good the Momma-Saur is, and maybe how you can build around this. This is my first time using the Momma-Saur. I think it's super well positioned. I think any destruction effects is super good because in this particular meta you can break combos up really quickly. The main thing that you need to do is figure out a way to trigger this very quickly. And how am I accomplishing that? Well, I have been able to put a fair amount of reduction on this. So it starts at 8. I have moved it down to 6.4 using monster loot, but the big thing here is bulldozer, which reduces other friends cooldowns by 30%. That gets us to 4.5 seconds. Very importantly, we use this Uzi here to get this haste onto this deadly Momma-Saur super quickly. So once this triggers at 2 seconds, this gets hasted for 2 seconds, which means that it has 2.5 seconds left, meaning that it triggers at 3.5 seconds in. It does an incredible amount of damage, has a 86% crit chance, and it destroys an item. And this actually hastes this, so these go in back and forth, getting a lot of haste triggers because they're very low cooldown. Other than that, Nitro is a really good Dooley item, even in the late game, because this charges any item 3 seconds. So if I get a lucky deadly Momma-Saur charge on this right at the start, especially because quick ignition causes this to trigger within the first 2 seconds of the fight, then I can actually really come out of the gate in a very surprising way. I've got a little bit of survivability with Obsidian Bulldozer. I'm doing a lot of slowing with Net Launcher with my first trigger of Deadly Momma-Saur, and that adds just a little bit more crit chance. I've got a little bit of augmented weaponry going on, nothing fancy. Right eye is giving me a lot of my crit chance, and I am using a little bit of hasting from Captain's Charge as well. That pretty much covers the build. Let's beat Himbo. I think that like Harpoon and Dinosaurs really have felt very strong, and so we've got a lot of slow going on here, so it actually makes it very tough for me to get my first item off. So I do think he's got me. The fort plus that initial slowing is a little bit too much, and I don't have any haste on start, but had I been able to actually trigger my deadly Momma-Saur maybe before, or if I had maybe Radiant on Uzi here, that really probably would have put me in a position to win that fight. So I will go and try to finish out the next of this run. Ultimately, I think that Momma-Saur is really, really strong, definitely has a place in the meta, and it scales up to a huge amount of damage. I do think finding a bulldozer is actually one of the best ways to be playing Momma-Saur, because that cooldown reduction turns out to be super important. Hope that's useful. Good luck in your next runs. See ya.